Hello, everyone. I'm losing my mind. I'm Angelo, a Hollywood filmmaker, whatever. Enough with all that. It's 8:40 in the morning. It's Saturday. I've been up since 3:45. Well, that's normal. I'm not going losing my mind over that. Um, Doing my taxes. I have to register for the IRS website now to do this. You can imagine how mind-numbing that is. So it asks if is your name exactly the way it is on every document. It's not, and for the most part, it doesn't matter except my middle name. There's discrepancies in my middle name because of apparently I have an extra middle name that I didn't know about until I was like 22. My parents are so lazy; they never told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, what's this letter here on my driver's license?" They said, "Oh yeah, you have this other name thrown in there, but it's just an initial on the license." And so then on the IRS page, when you're signing up, because I have to sign up to do it to work with my accountant this year for some reason. When I say my accountant, it's just the same CPA who did my taxes for free last year because I was homeless. That was really cool of them. So going back to them this year. Uh, Fortunately, filling out my info didn't take very long. Expenses, I kept them pretty well organized. And some stuff I looked at purchases. I'm like, oh, what's this? This is questionable. I'll just leave it off expenses because I'm not really sure what it was. I didn't keep a receipt. But it was all pretty straightforward. And first of all, I'm frustrated about my screenplay. No particular reason. Just I'm making progress. What helps me is to not be so GD perfectionist about it. I'm trying not to cuss so much. There's Harold Lloyd. I got a poster back there. I'm just waiting until that mounting tape on the bottom and the top loses its grip. And the IRS website asks you for all this stuff to verify your exact name. And then it also asks you to do a video webcam verification. I'm like, what the hell? So it wouldn't let me do it for some reason. It wouldn't show any picture on my webcam or my phone. So now I've got to wait to join a video call. Current wait time, it's actually going relatively quickly. Oh, an hour and 10 minutes now. So whatever, I'm going to be at my computer anyways, writing. Things are screwed up. The internet went out here for 4 days, which I was actually kind of happy about. I'm like, good. Less excuse for me to dick around on the internet. And more reason to focus on writing. Then my absolute dumbass roommate, I couldn't believe what he did. He's like, "Yo, can you reinstall the external? I have these units that extend the Wi-Fi, basically. They're like extenders, but better. I forget. There's technically a term for they do something they extend the Wi-Fi. That's the short answer, and they're super reliable. Well, our internet went out for whatever reason, had nothing to do with the extenders. It didn't go out completely, it was just very slow. And the guy we rent from checked with Spectrum. They said internet's fine, should be fine, I guess, or there's no outage here. And so my roommate texted me and said, "Yo, yeah, I think it's the extenders. Can you reinstall them?" I'm like, "It's not them. First of all, Spectrum did some kind of reset on our network, so it completely erased all the settings with the extenders, and they're unplugged now. And I tried connecting with an Ethernet cable directly to the modem. That's the key. I connected directly. Had nothing to do with the extenders, and so." And by the way, my roommate's like 5 feet away in the shower now. I don't even want to talk to him. I stopped responding to his text because he was being such a willfully stupid asshole to me. He was like, "No," I said, "No, it's not the extenders, because if it was the extenders and you need to like connect to the network I created on them, we shouldn't be able to get any connection now. The problem is we are getting a connection. It's just very slow. And you can connect with the Ethernet cable. It doesn't matter what's going on with the extenders, then you can connect with that. And if it was the extenders, the internet would be fine on the Ethernet cable. Instead, the Ethernet cable, it has the exact same problem with connecting on Wi-Fi. It's extremely, extremely slow." He just did not get this. He's like, "No, I think it's the extenders. You gotta," because I had to plug something in and it worked when the extenders were installed when he did it like 4 months ago. I'm like, "Nope, it's not it." I'm like, you're not paying attention. How are we getting any internet at all? If you had to connect with the extenders, it would just be blocked if you tried to connect any other way. You wouldn't accidentally get like a little bit of internet. And this dumbass, like, he's just going like, well, maybe you're used to slow internet, but I'm not. Like, I need faster internet. I'm like, I just stopped responding, and I told him, like, don't text me anymore about this. Um, Monumentally stupid. And so I called Spectrum. I managed to. You have to give the phone number of the person with the account, and the guy I rent from has 3 phone numbers, and I went through 2 of them, and they're like, yeah, that's the one. So I was able to schedule a technician to come today. Then last night the internet just starts working. No Wi-Fi extenders needed. You didn't need to extend them. Saying it louder now. And yeah, that's right, dumbass just walked down the hall. So the internet just started working. So without the extenders are still unplugged. I haven't reinstalled them. So I canceled the Spectrum person. Thank goodness. By the way, they were going to have a hell of a time finding parking here. I was dreading that. If they came by and asked where do I park, I would have been like, just circle the neighborhood and find your way back here. And it could have taken 2 or 3 hours for them to do this. And meanwhile, I'm doing my taxes, so that was a nightmare to think about. But now I have to reinstall the extenders again, because even though the internet's good, now for me, I'm so far from the router, it can be problematic. And I'm hoping I don't lose my connection in the next hour or so while I wait for the IRS to have a video agent talk to me. They're just going to put me on Omegle and test my webcam. So right now I'm frustrated. My shoulders are hurting. I haven't been writing like I wanted to. And here's the big thing with screenwriting. So I'm taking screenwriting workshops. Really, the problem is when I get too perfectionist, it makes me miserable. When I think there's no pressure, I can figure stuff out so well. And I finally managed to get a decent haircut. I stopped cutting my own hair. I showed the barber a picture that I liked of how my hair was. She got it pretty good. I don't like it quite. I want to grow out a little bit and see if I don't want like the disparity between short and long, but I didn't know how to describe she was like, should I try razor 1, electric trimmer 1 setting? And I was like, sure. And I don't mind it being too close. I mind it being too long, but the disparity is a bit much for me. Anyways, when it grows out, I'm sure it'll be better. But super cheap too. I looked up like the higher quality barbers. Yes, I have stains here. This is not from sweating today. This is from deodorant collecting on this shirt. I just wear it in the mornings before work when I work out, so I don't have to wash 5 different t-shirts a week. I just wear the same shirt every morning, but I change when I go to work, and I reapply deodorant. So everything's really annoying. The shower head has been falling the hell apart, squirting water everywhere. I'm trying to get the guy I rent from to come replace it. So everything's really annoying right now. An hour and 6 minutes until the IRS is ready to put me on chat roulette. or just put me on Twitch. I'm going to go onto the IRS's Twitch channel and just talk to them, and they're going to give me a little... gift me with a free subscription to their Twitch feeds on how to properly how to properly account for your toilet when you take a dump on the job, because I swear it was so insane. Like, did your name exactly match this? My name doesn't match on anything, basically. Some use my middle initial, some use no middle initial, some documents. I'm so lucky, by the way, forget it. I'm not going to get into it. I'm lucky I have some old documents, because then it would have been even worse. But writing's the big thing now. So now I have it's almost 9 o'clock. I got to leave the house around, I got to see when I have an appointment at the movie theater. It's a 2:30 movie. So maybe around 1:30 or so, I'll leave. That's only 4.5 hours. Shit! I wanted to write for like 12 hours instead of dealing with the IRS. Oh, jeez, I have a lot of documents open for the screenplay. I'm doing a writing workshop. We're going to have a lot of work to do before our big consultation. So on our screenplay, not a screenplay, but on sort of devising what the story is going to be. Not even an outline. It's really just figuring out what this arena is, how it reflects on a single idea, and how it can escalate, and how it can drive people's interests by giving them, questions you want them to wonder about, and how the movie's going to answer them. And yeah, I'm just putting a lot of pressure on myself to do that. I know I really shouldn't, because then I'll come up with better stuff, and I have been. A lot of figuring stuff out, sometimes it's just stopping and literally talking it out and speaking what is the problem with a certain situation, because there are a lot of problems with there's a lot of architecture for what I'm trying to write. Like if this happens, like if this central event happens midway through the story, well, certain things cannot happen later, and certain things must happen before. But I need a lot of stuff to be able to happen later, but some stuff, there cannot be too much time for it to happen, or it doesn't make sense. So that's the kind of thing, is just clarifying it, really like not fooling yourself, as far as like you think about a movie you like and you think, it solved all these questions it had, and you're feeling all these things while watching it. So you think, as long as you're feeling a lot of, strong emotions about your screenplay, therefore you're going to solve these problems. In reality, it's so simple, and the problem with being so simple, it has to be totally clear. You can't fool, like, it's going to come out when you have to describe your story, which is what we're going to do in our consultations, what these problems are. It's not for a pass or fail, it's just a workshop. It's just to help us, and we'll be able to take what we learn and keep working on it after this workshop. So it's not like I'm at risk of failing the class or anything. I just want to be in a position to, first of all, do the best work I can, not let myself down, but also have the most work prepared as possible. So my teacher, I'm checking the IRS, 1 hour and 1 minute, so that my teacher I can get the most out of him. He can give me the most info, so I'm not stumbling over little stuff. So I'm really far along into this story. So my shoulders are hurting again. They're starting to recover. Oh, I gotta stretch. I don't know why certain positions seated, they hurt more than others. I'd love for them to be totally recovered so I can do burpees again. And anyways, the other thing is, I'm very excited. I figured, why spread out my movie going over the course of 2 days? Get a lift to the theater, come back, and same thing, pay an extra for a lift. Why not just make it a double feature? So I'm going to make it a nice double feature. I'm going to vary it up. Alamo Drafthouse has some great programming, by the way. They're going to play Almost Famous. They're going to play Nausicaa Valley of the Wind, Kiki's Delivery Service. That one I've never seen. I've seen Nausicaa Valley of the Wind. Several other anime there. They're going to play 2001: A Space Odyssey. I think Lilies of the Field, Sidney Poitier. Not all today. This is going to be spread out over the next few weeks and months. But I went there the other week to see Licorice Pizza. It was great. Had a great time. And there were a lot of people in the theater. I'm like, oh, this is exciting. I'm seeing people in the halls. It was depressing just seeing like myself and like one server coming through the hall earlier into the pandemic. So, gonna go see Jackass Forever. And then I had to decide, do I want to see the more, I won't say more meaningful, because Jackass Forever is meaningful, I'm sure, but the narrative film, the one with a lot of feeling. Jackass Forever will have a lot of feeling, but you know what I mean, with more, it's just a story, like a narrative film. So I'm going to see Jackass Forever. I'm going to see the goofs and the gaffs first, and then I'm going to see The Worst Person in the World from Joachim Trier, a Norwegian film. I'm looking forward to that. It looks cool, and it's getting great reviews. So yeah, I'm just going to back-to-back double features and save money on lifts. I forgot the word. What was the other thing I was going to say? Movies are expensive, man. It's like $18 a ticket. Damn, that's expensive. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, they have Drive My Car. It's like 3 hours long though. I can do that. I can watch a 3 hour movie, but I'm like, I'll watch that at home. I'm not trying to stay out too late for one thing. It's gonna be brutal getting up, but also just going to the bathroom. It's a nightmare. Like I have to schedule my day around, okay, don't drink water between these periods, go to the bathroom 3 times, then get 1 glass of iced tea or something during the movie and sip it very slowly and eat a full meal. I'm like, my whole day has to be structured around not going to the bathroom during a movie. I managed to pull it off during The Irishman, but it can get tricky. Gotta lay off those Marie Callender chicken pot pies too, so my stomach doesn't get too bloated and everything. Not making that mistake again. So yeah, oh, my freaking shoulder impingement. Let's see, how much time do I have left for the IRS? 1 hour and 4 minutes. Going back up for the video verification before I go to chat roulette on the IRS's channel. So anyways, that's what I'm working on now. I wish I was making more videos. It's partly my fault, partly just I'm super busy. But basically, the one priority is writing. Got to keep writing, and at some point today, I want to set up my internet Wi-Fi extenders again. I would just like to bask for a moment in how right I am to my like comically wrong roommate who I literally told him in text. I said, "You're not acknowledging what I'm saying." I said it wouldn't be possible to connect at all if the problem was the Wi-Fi extenders aren't hooked up and we have to connect to the Wi-Fi extenders. There's a ton of dust down here. Who's leaving dust in my room? So, looking forward to Jackass Forever. Even my mom likes the title and the poster. And when I told her the guys get naked in it a lot and throw up, she didn't like that as much. But looking forward to that and The Worst Person in the World. Please, if theaters, I know they don't want to do intermissions. I get it. I worked in a movie theater too. When The Batman comes out, that's a 3-hour movie. Everyone's, I don't know how people don't have to get up at some point. I have been managing to sleep through the night without going to the bathroom, but I always wake up horribly dehydrated, and then I have to chug a ton of water. And I always wake up at like 3 in the morning. I get up at 3:45, but I wake up at like almost exactly like 3:09 or something every morning. So I'm also trying to learn how to sleep without my eye shades, little thing wrap around my eyes, because I just want to be able to do that. And it's like I get addicted to it, that feeling of covering up my eyes when I'm sleeping. So I didn't sleep great last night because I tried to sleep without them, and by the end of the night I needed them on. Anyways, got to focus on my writing now. I just get so stressed about stuff I know needs to get done and I can't do it. So taking care of the IRS thing, getting the shower head replaced, setting up the internet nonsense, and meanwhile I just got to focus on the screenplay. I just got to get rich and have assistants do everything for me. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to try and make more videos. We'll see. I'll let you know. All right, bye.